Got a start on the electric. It's a new sub panel there. We found out we could not tap into the power coming into the house. It goes to a breaker box on the far side of the house, and it's cheaper to run a new line all the way back across the house and to the sub panel. And then at the bottom you see I got a timer and the salt chlorinator. Still waiting for the pump and filter. Had to reorder. First ones were back ordered 3 times. So finally had to pay more, but ordered some that were in stock. Okay, we're gonna recap our electric here. I'm going to start with this box here. This is a low voltage transformer for the pool light. I put a little side switch on here on the low voltage side, trying to keep everything, you know, as safe as we can at the pool. One thing that I found out later is I bought a transformer, low voltage transformer, 12 volt transformer. I like the one I used for my outdoor lights because it had an on at dusk and off at dawn feature. Well, the light is 12 volts AC, not 12 volts DC, so it will not work with that transformer. So again, make sure if you're doing lights, low voltage, you get an AC transformer. Over here, and I'll explain this box in a minute, but this is actually my main panel. I'm going to take this off here. And open this guy up. Okay. So this is a 30 amp sub panel. It's got a 20 amp breaker for the pump, and then 2 110s that are for outlets and for the lights. I had to run a sub panel from my garage because we could not connect directly, couldn't drop a sub in from the main panel here. It gets a little involved, but your electrician will explain that to you. This is a GFCI breaker. Oops, it's kind of light out here, so I'm having a little trouble seeing what I'm doing here. These are very sensitive to heat, and what we found was that about 5 o'clock, between 4:30, 5:30 every day, this thing would pop off. And I kept thinking maybe the pump was doing something, this, that, and the other thing. Turns out it just gets too hot in the full sun here. If it was on the other side of the house or in the house, it'd be fine. But I found I made this little box, and I lined it with some insulating tape, and for the most part this seems to be correcting the issue. Although I did have it shut off one more time, but unless it gets really bad, I'll probably end up putting the main breaker in the house on a GFI instead and just drop a regular one in here. But you have to have GFI on here for code. This guy here is the Hayward pump. I'm sorry, not the Hayward salt chlorinator. And it's pretty easy to set up. Got some reading, tells you what's going on. Thing works great. It's our pool is very small. It's only about 2,200 gallons. So just about everything I have will handle pools up to 4 times its size, because there isn't a lot of small stuff out here. Highly recommend you put one of these guys on. This is a 240 volt timer, and the pump and the salt chlorinator both run through this. You only need to run your pump 8 to 10 hours a day. I just found that my electricity bill started really going up quite a bit, and so I had this go on around looks like it goes on around 9:30 in the morning, 10 o'clock, and then shuts off around 7. So I'm shooting a little over 7, 8, 9 hours. You know, you can run them all day if you want, but it's you really don't need to, and you're just paying for electricity. And then I got some speaker wires coming out of the house. I put an amplifier in the house and ran it out to some speakers out here. There you can see one over there.